Hey everybody, today I'm going to review Yardmax's 35-ton full beam log splitter. This is a pull-behind unit that you can hook right up to the back of your truck. It has a tremendous amount of power, and it also has upgrades not seen on other log splitters which are currently on the market. Now, more importantly, this is going to have a lot lower price point than comparable units with that rating, and it also has a better construction in my opinion. So what I want to do today is show you exactly how this operates. We're going to go over the different features of it, but we're also going to do performance and runtime testing, and you're going to see firsthand the type of job that it's going to do for you. This is known as a horizontal and vertical splitter, meaning that you can have it in the horizontal mode for smaller logs. Set those up here, and as you split them, they're going to fall off on these two side tables. But if you have a really large log, you can go ahead and flip it up to the vertical position. There's a locking pin right on the front. You'll just pull that out and then lift the beam up, and it's going to pivot on the back, which would set it on the ground vertically. Now, a lot of people will say that you need two people to do this. However, I'm about 6'2", and I weigh about 180 pounds, and I have no problem at all doing that. The rear of the unit is going to serve two functions because this large section is actually going to be the hydraulic fluid reservoir as well as the axle. The tire and wheel combo is going to bolt right on the end of that, and I've pulled it over 250 miles without any problems. I haven't had a problem with it really swaying on me behind my truck, and really the only way I know it's back there is when I hit a large pothole or maybe some bumps in the road. You do feel it bouncing a little bit. But as far as the overall pull quality, it is really good, and even if you had a small two-wheel drive SUV, this is not going to be a problem for it. One of the big complaints that I've read about this log splitter as well as other heavy-duty units is moving it around when it's unhooked off the back of your trailer hitch. Because you would have to lift up on this handle and then physically move it around, many people have to have somebody help them because it weighs so much. Now, I have figured out a very easy solution to fix that, and one person can easily hook this up as well as unhook it and move it around your yard fairly easily without having any assistance. To do that, all you'll need is a trailer dolly. Now, I happened to pick this one up at Harbor Freight. It was about 50 bucks, and it actually came with smaller wheels than what I have on here now. But I went to Tractor Supply and I bought replacement wheels for it that were slightly bigger. Now, even with the smaller wheels, it was still very easy to move around, but by putting the bigger wheels on here, it made it even easier. Now that it's locked in place, we'll just lock this back down, and I can now move it around using that dolly. Because all the weight is pressing down on the axle of the dolly, all you have to do is physically pull it around. You're not having to lift up any weight while you do this, and it does have two handles built in. And you can see, even though this is not even ground and it's actually a little bit wet, I can move this very heavy-duty log splitter around. I could set it in position, and let's say we wanted to back it around or you wanted to park it in your garage or perhaps beside your house. Using this does make that very simple. As you're using the splitter, you can keep it hooked up to the dolly, to the back of your truck, or it can also be a standalone unit because it does have a fold-down leg. This would also be used for storing it, and it has a spring-loaded pin you'll pull out. It's going to hit the ground, and then all you have to do is pop it off your trailer coupler, pull it back, and that pin's going to pop back into the frame. I'll show you how easy this is to do. I just put one foot behind the leg, I pop this up, now I can lift it up and then push it back. The control valve for the hydraulic system does have multiple functions, and it is an upgrade over some other log splitters that you might already own. This will allow you to extend the ram out, fully retract the ram automatically, and also stop it at any point in between. So let's say you're splitting a 12-inch log and you don't want to retract the ram fully. You can retract it back to the 14-inch mark, stop it, and then you can rotate the log, and then when you put it forward, it only has to move 2 inches in order to split it again. That's a big time saver, and it's not something that you see on all log splitters. One of the big upgrades with this unit will be the black slip-on 4-way wedge adapter, which is taking it from a standard 2-way wedge to now a 4-way wedge. Every time you use it with the adapter, instead of splitting a piece of wood only in half, you're going to end up with 4 pieces of wood, really increasing your overall productivity. And if you don't want to use that adapter, there's one bolt on the rear. You'll loosen that up and it's going to slip right off. But because this is already set up from the factory, they also upgraded the stripper plates on the side, which is this gray portion with a bump out on either side. That means that you don't have to modify your stripper plates or buy upgrades in order to accommodate the 4-way wedge like you would with many other brands. One of the best features of the unit is going to be the spinner base plate, and although at first glance it might look like a total gimmick, just designed to allow you to position a log easier, that is not its true intention. The real reason for the base plate is to remove stress from the unit as you're using it. And let's say you're splitting a large piece of wood, you hit a big knot, the wood will want to twist on you. This can freely move, absorbing that stress. Where a traditional unit with large raised teeth, the frame would have to absorb it. You'd be very likely to twist the frame with a traditional I-beam construction, and this having the upgraded U-beam construction, in conjunction with the spinner base plate, really eliminates the chances of you accidentally twisting it, damaging your splitter. The engine with this unit is a 306cc Briggs & Stratton. Now, this is a very powerful engine. I haven't had any problems out of it, and I also have not had any problems with it leaking or burning oil, and I have not started it up in 3 days. What we'll do is a cold start, and we'll see how many pulls it takes. And I pulled this about 50 miles up here, so we'll see exactly what it's going to take. I'll flip the kill switch to on. I'll go ahead and turn the fuel on, turn the choke up, and then turn the engine speed up. It has a pull recoil mechanism. It's not an electric start, and we'll see how many pulls it takes to get it started. And after 3 days, it started on the first pull. Now, I will give you one piece of advice with small engines like this, maybe your weed eater, or even your lawnmower, use 100% gasoline. A lot of stations sell it with a separate pump. It costs a little bit more, but you don't have to deal with any ethanol or any ethanol treatments or ethanol-related problems. Ethanol is going to break down your fuel lines and clog up your carburetors. And if you want good performance long-term, definitely stick to 100% gas. And finally, when it comes to moving it around, a general rule of thumb is the smaller the trailer, the harder it is to back up and maneuver. Now, it's easy to pull it behind you, but you can see I have a very large truck, and this is a very small lot. What I'm going to do is unhook it off the back of the truck. I'm going to use that trailer dolly to pull it out of the way. That way I can turn my truck around, hook it back up, and I don't have to worry about it jackknifing on me, damaging my truck, or damaging the splitter. Now for a runtime test, we cut down a couple really big oak trees. All the wood's still green, and we're going to see how much work it can get done on just one tank of gas. Okay, I just ran out of wood to bust up down here, but you can see the massive pile we have, and we're still not out of gas yet. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up to the house. There's more wood up there. We're gonna continue to split it until it does finally run out. So now you've seen Yardmax's 35-ton full beam log splitter for yourself. And like I showed you in those clips, it has a tremendous amount of power and the runtime is absolutely excellent on just one tank of gas. And really, after using this and using it extensively, I will tell you that it's very impressive as far as the power levels. In addition to that, because of the different features they have built in, like that 4-way wedge, and then the swivel plate in the base to prevent stress on the unit, I think it's something that will hold up a long time, and it's really going to make it a lot faster when you have to split up wood. Now, what I'd like to know is, what do you think of this log splitter? Leave a comment below this video and let me know how it compares to other units that you might own or other units that you might have used. Does it have features that stand out that you wish you would have had, or does it have features that are missing that you wish it did have? Let people know so when they're researching a log splitter, your opinion might really help them make the best decision. If you like this video, please click like. If you like my channel, please click subscribe. And thanks for watching.